Say your name.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, we're gonna make. Hey, you're tall. We're gonna make banana bread again at Camp NWOCYC. We had some bananas that were about to get spoiled, so we are making banana bread. We're taping, and we're probably gonna eat it tomorrow, right? Hopefully. So he's gonna make some, and I'm gonna make some. We had to like split it. It's no big deal. But anyways, you really want to start out with the ripest of bananas, and so he's gonna mash his. I like using the Pampered Chef stir and chop. I brought for you, so hopefully yeah. So hopefully he doesn't care about it. So, and they're very easy to mash today. So we're doing it at camp, and we have how many kiddos? 105?
Yeah, about 100.
Okay, 100 kids, and it was about 100 today. No, it felt like 100, right?
90 something.
Yeah, and there's no air at our camp. We love our camp, it's a church camp.
I have air.
Well, but not here. Oh, we have air we breathe, but not.
There's that air conditioner right behind us.
Okay, it's a window air of what, 5,000 BTUs, and it's 17 years old? Maybe? It doesn't. I'm sweating, so. Wow! He's doing way better than I am.
Forget Pampered Chef, that worked out.
Well, I'm talking too, so maybe that's why. But anyways, so it's very, very hot in here. Very hot. That was good. No. Alright, yours is good. Okay. Alright,
I
yours
know.
is good. But now mine is 6 batches and he is making only 5, so it could do that. You think? I don't know. Alright, so after that, you can add your sugar. Now, it's 1 cup of sugar, and I'll post the recipe. Now, I know we did this last year.
All of this?
Yes, I already measured it. But for some reason, we got all these bananas last week for this week, and they sat on the back porch area. And in this heat, they just ripened up. Oh, do you need a spoon? I forgot.
What about a spatula?
I cannot find those. I don't know which one.
They're in the one that's labeled spatulas.
Okay, smart
On
guy.
your left.
There's only one.
See?
There were a ton. Alright. I think this will be okay, but this one's not. I'm gonna just Alright. So what time is it? It's 11:21 at night. That's how dedicated we are. So they can eat this
Hopefully.
tomorrow.
We're making a mess.
Yeah. Okay. Because we have to clean this up. There's nobody here. Alright. So sugar. And I like to stir everything. I like to stir it like one at a time just because I think it's better and you get less clumps. Personally. You're doing a good job.
I'm a professional.
He's a professional cook. He is a doctor.
It's at least my second time doing this.
Yeah, well, he's a farmer too. Would you say you're a better doctor or a better farmer?
A better doctor for
Yes,
sure.
yes. But you do farm really good too.
I
Okay.
didn't get any planted this year, so
You didn't?
it's hard to be a farmer.
Oh, why? Oh, you don't add that yet?
I was working.
Okay, now we wouldn't add the flour. Why would we not add the flour yet? It'll get,
Because Roberta said so.
yeah, it'll get clumpy. Okay, so we are going to add the egg. You have 5 eggs and I have 6 eggs because I'm doing 6 batches. Now, you can add your egg right to, these are not, well, they're not, I mean, they're chicken eggs.
We need a trash can, friend.
Okay. Well, why don't we use this? Okay. You want to do that?
What?
Just do that. We'll just throw it in. These are not, well, I don't want to say they're not chicken eggs because they are, but they're not farm fresh eggs. Farm fresh eggs you do not want to put over the, because you don't know, like the rooster.
Baby chickens in your
Yeah.
banana bread?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Now Debbie never, ever, she never cracks it over. Never. But, you know, it's camp, so. Alright, So we're gonna mix that up. I have 6. I feel like it's gonna get on me. Do you feel like it's like really soupy? Or no?
Okay. That's what the flour's for.
Now, you know, Mark makes a really good, what do you make? What's this stuff? Bread pudding? Is that
Bread
your
pudding.
grandma made?
Yep. Out of the better cracker cookbook.
When do you do that usually? When do you make it? At night?
Probably
or-
around the holidays when I'm off.
Okay. What about here when you make it?
In the middle of the night.
Oh, in the middle? You should tape it.
We already made it, didn't we?
What?
We had it the other night.
You already made it?
Yeah, we had it for breakfast.
Here?
On Sunday.
Oh, I was not here. Okay. I didn't know you already made it. All right. So, we're gonna do melted butter. So we're gonna put that in too, and we can add that plus all our spices. Okay. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, but you're doing 5 and I'm doing 6.
So I did 5 teaspoons.
Yep. I got this side. I usually can't talk and count, so I'm not gonna talk for a second. This is your time for me to be quiet. Sorry.
It's good.
No, I'm just, alright. I almost messed up. I couldn't think. Okay, 6. There you go.
Put 7 in.
No, I didn't.
I gotta put how many in?
5. And then 7. I'm hoping these bananas were not overly ripe. Now they'll work. This is a very forgiving recipe. I need it. I don't have enough salt. Well, I'm sure they have salt here at the church camp, but they would let me borrow until I got back to it.
You do. Where's the salt?
And although I'm sweating terribly, I'm sure I could just drip some in. Just drip them. There you go. All right, so we need 6.
How much do I
You
need?
need 5. So
That's not 5.
I know. Is there more?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Thought I had enough. All right, so this is a bonus video because we are making banana bread, but we are also going to do grape leaves in between.
Is that the right kind of salt? 75.
But yeah, 5. And then you can add your flour slowly. And you want to do it slowly. Now, I already took a whisk to my flour, to our flour, because I didn't want clumps. But every now and then you're going to get clumps. I mean, this is a pretty big batch. I like working slow. I feel like my thing's going to say I've been working out today. Today is 4th of July at the old campground. I did not hear one firework. Did you?
I heard fireworks.
Oh, did you?
There were more fireworks last night because of the weekend.
Yeah.
Alright, so I gotta go slow with this? So it
I
doesn't
would.
clump, right?
I would. That's how I do it. No one likes clumpy bread. Although, this
I told
recipe...
you last year that's the biggest problem, and then we fixed it.
Yes.
So now we don't have clumpy banana bread at home.
Now, you don't use this recipe though. You have a different recipe, right?
Oh no, I got a better recipe.
No, you don't. No, just joking. You have your grandma's recipe or whatever.
Yep.
So, I mean, obviously, if you have your grandma's recipe, I'm sure it's better. I mean, this is probably someone's grandma's recipe, right?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't make it up. I mean, I've been making it for 22 years, but I know, how could that even be? Not even that old. And if you need this, you can. See, you get, like, if I was taller, I think I'd be better because I'd be on top of the hole.
Maybe that's why my bananas worked out so much better.
I know, I think so, because, like, I mean, just like even look at the height difference. How tall are you?
6'2" or 6'3".
So you're a whole foot taller than I am.
That's not true.
I'm 5'2".
You're not even 5 feet tall.
I am 5'2".
You used to be 5 feet tall.
I usually always have my shoes off, but I was like, not tonight. No, no, no. If you could see the floor.
Yeah, you're standing on a high spot.
What do you want, a low? But this does kind of go graded down. But no, yours is doing really well. He's a quick learner. But that's how you got through school. No. All right, we have bread pans because I thought he was making bread pudding for tomorrow with the French bread because that's how I thought you made it. But apparently we're doing French bread toast or something. Or bake.
French bread bake, whatever that is.
Have you made it?
I don't think I made it last year.
No one made it?
I don't think anybody made it last year.
Okay.
Never heard
Hopefully
of it.
you can't. I don't think they can see up close. There's nothing like dying. I gotta. We're standing right in front of the oven, the little easy bake oven, and woo, generating some heat in here. We were supposed to build a brand new mess hall. We raised how much? 400,000, like half or almost half to redo or rebuild this mess hall. However, the cost of inflation and everything has gone up, so now we need $2.5 million. And so we're hoping to look for donors, or anyone that would like to donate to our mess hall so that we're able to build a brand new one. We're really thinking that that would be best. Don't you think? I mean, whatever, but
We just need
we're
something
praying
that
about
works.
it.
We just need a place to eat in,
right, that,
cook in.
yeah, it has air and
You need the air.
I do need air. Seriously, we could have done this in the camper. Not this many loaves, but you need this, or you're doing good. You are doing pretty good. You want this though?
Nope.
Okay, so, all right. And then we are going to just put them in the now that one's from here. This one's
Are
my
the
favorite.
pans pre-sprayed?
Yes, I pre-sprayed them with the olive, whatever stuff. Oh my gosh, like
How's that look?
that looks really good. Yours actually looks nicer than mine. Okay, so mine's a little runny. I don't know why, but looks good. All right. I feel like I'm a good
So that
teacher.
extra talent I have.
No, I just feel like I'm a good teacher. It really, you're, not that you're a good student. I'm just joking. Okay, so you can do that too. I usually do 3 scoops. I'm gonna get you a bigger scooper because that other scooper is like real. I like them perfect.
What noise was that?
What? I don't like when I do that. Did it go in? My scooper, did it go? I hate when it goes in. Okay, great. Oh, do you want me to get your own pan? Hold on. It's like we need more room to clean off. Usually I pause and clean. What? Why not join us while we're cleaning?
Is this pepper?
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Is that
it.
going?
No. I'm gonna use it for the other stuff. The great things.
Alright, so what do you think? 2 scoops of this?
No, 3. Well, yours is pretty big.
It's like,
Let me see. Because I do like big scoops. Like that much. Yeah, maybe 2.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe 2. I would do 2. That sounds good.
So you're saying I was right?
You were right. I might need more pans. Or you know what? let's do these, and then since you're not using those other pans, which I thought you were making your stuff, we can just use those pans, like make like a cake thing, right? Instead of all these loaf pans. I don't know. Or no. Or we can do the pans. I have a ton. Because then we don't have to wash them. I'm just saying. Because I don't want these washed in that.
In that dishwasher?
Nope. I'm good. You know, some things are camp clean and some things aren't worth reusing. These are not. I'll just order more. Because I always say you can reuse these a couple times. You can't wash them in the dishwasher though because they discolor. They discolor. So you have to wash them by hand, and they're kind of a pain. So, sorry.
Why you elbow?
I know, sorry. Come on, I don't know. Are you trying to beat me? You do have a bigger
Grease.
scoop. Well, as I say, one, I have more batches, and
Oh, look what I did though.
I know that's when you have to make that sound.
Whatever that sound
That-
was.
He said, "I hope the raccoons don't get you." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Who said that?
Dale, like when he left, I'm like, "Why would you say that to me?" And then there's a big old noise over here, which I jumped because I was scared. But then it was, I can't think of his name. Isaac came in. I was like, oh. I don't know, do you think you're going to run out of pans or what?
It'll be close.
I know, that's what I think. Now, I should run out of cans more than you. Because I have one more batch than you. Usually one batch does about 4 little pans. Or 1 to 2 big ones. Do you know this is the camp cookbook? Did you know that? Or no?
I do.
Oh,
I
did
do
you?
know that
Okay.
because you brought me one. You brought
Oh,
Max
yeah,
one for my son.
you did. I'm just gonna get the scooper. Well, all right. What do you think? Just let's go ahead and do more. Don't even throw them away.
Yeah.
Okay. How many do you think? Like, I don't think we need a whole tray.
No, we probably need half a tray.
I really don't even know if these have to be sprayed when you first come on because I do think that I actually don't mind spraying. Are those fibers? Or bacon? What's he having? Okay, so this one lady I saw at Meyer, very sweet lady, and she's like, I missed your long movie or your long shows, cooking show, so this will be one she probably enjoys.
The lady at Myers.
Yes, she subscribed. And so, did you subscribe?
Of course I did.
You're not on Facebook, but I do have a new page, and so you can like that page. Yeah.
Okay, I got 4 more
Oh,
pans here,
all right,
and
all
I've
right.
got-
Cool. Okay. Well, then I think we'll be good. If not, then we won't. Yeah, she likes long videos. And I said, well, I've gone to TikTok so that I could do quicker ones. And she's like, oh, I really like the other ones because it's like TV. And I said, all right.
Do I know the lady from Myers?
No. Well, she works with children that suffer from dyslexia. And she comes in and helps the kids. So, No, she just, I happened to see her when I was shopping, and she was catching up. So I told her I'd
Well,
start.
hi,
doing
lady,
some-
my from Myers.
Yeah, hi. I hate to say people's names on, although, you know what?
I take that this thing.
Yes, Eric likes to have his name. He said he always likes Eric how do you say his last name?
Hagadakis.
He always likes to have his name, he said, on videos, so I'm like, alright, he already gave me permission. He didn't give me permission on this one, but since you guys are really good friends, I think he'd be alright. Okay, so we are going to put these in, and then, man, this is perfect. I didn't even need the extra ones.
You know what else is perfect? We tear down the ovens.
Yes, the ovens are on this time. I remembered. Does it matter which show? What should I? Okay, so what if I put it there? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna put these on for 35 minutes and see what happens because I'm not used to using this. So we're gonna set a timer. Hopefully. Find one. All right, we're gonna pause and clean up and then start the grape leaves. Yay! Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do grape leaves, and I already weighed it out at home. 2 pounds of ground beef. Now you can use lamb if you want, but I don't. So just whatever. And we had to do this like today because it said sell by today, and I didn't want it to be all gross. So now. And then you use rice, which I'm going to get a spoon for. I use Uncle Ben's with parboiled rice because it's the best. And it cooks really nice. Oh, that's really good. Coffee pot. So,
What? Just make a noise?
yeah, I should probably.
I got it.
No, it's just, I think it just came out. I think it just makes, to make sure it's strong. Yeah. Okay. So for 2 pounds, I think I said last time 3 cups. Let's look. Three. Yeah, I'm thinking 3 cups. Now, also, I'm gonna put some pepper. I don't know how much pepper you think.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
It's
say
very similar to making cabbage rolls, though.
yes, it is. It is. So like a teaspoon of pepper. I don't want to sneeze. And then the salt, because you can salt these later too. But he gave me the coarse salt, so I'm gonna switch it to to a different salt. Actually, no, there's other, but that's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There's sea salt in there,
Yeah.
but I think that's coarse too.
Like the fine stuff's cool.
Oh, maybe it's not.
But actually, that might be good. I mean, you know, whatever. We'll try it. All right. So I don't really make them. Did you think they're salty last time I made them?
No.
Did you have to add salt? I always have to add a
I
little
did
salt.
not add salt.
All right. So I usually put like a teaspoon or teaspoon and a half of salt. Okay. And then I like lemon
It's like
juice.
a tablespoon.
I add lemon juice too because I like it lemony.
But how much lemon juice?
That was probably about 1/4 of a cup.
So you were very particular about the measurements in the banana bread, but this was just
Well-
eyeballed it.
Yes, because I don't really have a recipe. It's in my head. I don't know.
There's a lot of things in your head.
Okay, and then mint. Yep. You ever smell that? Oh, sorry.
My nose in it.
It's called Nana, and
But is it like regular mint or is it a special kind of mint?
no, it's just no, and we had it in a big jug, so I just put it in here. But no, you just dry it, and then
Just regular dried mint leaves.
yes, and then they're dried, and then you just crush them.
Anything special?
Yeah, no, you can just buy them. So probably 2 tablespoons of that. Okay, right now. Now I'm gonna let him get it on his hand. I just go like that. I always take my rings and my watch off because I don't like it all up on me.
So I can go mix them?
Yeah, you can mix it.
Did you warm up the meat beforehand so
No, you don't.
I'm gonna die?
Why would you warm it up? I'm not gonna eat it. What are you talking about?
It's like freezing cold. Your hands get all
Oh my gosh, I would love to be freezing cold.
crampy and
Oh my gosh, seriously? What? Oh, because you're, what? No. I don't think that's a problem. Did you ever hear that, Isaac? Heating the meat?
My mom always gets a little bit, otherwise she gets tingles away from her arms.
Are you guys for real?
Yes.
Never heard of that. Ever. Never.
you don't heat it up. Like
Whenever
get
she
it
makes meatloaf.
room temper-ish, so it's not freezing cold.
I've never heard of that.
You would die.
I'll have to
from
Google.
this whole process. It would just
I
freak
do
you
it all
out.
the time.
No, to like temper your meat so it's not cold.
Never.
You would think it was gonna spoil and you'd never be able to eat it.
No, I've never heard that. Seriously. We're still dying in here. It's so hot. The bread is baking. You're not dying. I'm dying. I'm like hot.
I'm not even perspiring. I'm glowing.
I'm hot. Okay, so then you can either go pick leaves. He forgot to do that because that was his task, but you know, he did not pick me any leaves, but that's okay. And then if you pick them, then you have to blanch them and then you can use them. However, that is not what he did, and so now we are just using jarred ones, which is fine. Which you would think that was the smell over there, but I just opened the.
Oh, that smells good. That
Okay. Can't smell. So I don't know if we'll use all these, but okay, yeah, that looks good. All right. These better not be. Oh yeah. All right. Way back when they used to always have the stems, you had to cut them off and whatever. So now you just pay $7 for the jar, and the stems are cut off instead of $4. So I'm like excited. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna roll them on here because I didn't feel like that was. This is fun.
I cleaned this earlier.
Okay. So just like cabbage rolls, I guess. And you know how to do cabbage rolls, so you should be
Yeah,
fine.
but I don't. The leaves are different. So how do you tuck the ends?
Okay.
That's the trick,
So-
so they don't fall apart.
Now, if you don't like to touch the meat, which I usually don't, I will though. Okay. I'm gonna get a spoon.
She's gonna have a panic attack. if she
No, I'm
touches
not.
raw meat.
I don't like. I mean, if you don't have to touch it, I don't want to. Huh? I just. So you can get like a. I'll touch it a little bit, but then it's all
What
on
do
my
you
hand.
think, a tablespoon of meat?
It depends because it depends on the leaf.
Yeah.
So you kind of want you want it to be like this.
So you're rolling from the stem towards the tip of the leaf?
Yes. So you put it here and you kind of fold in,
Ah.
and then that's how you do cabbage rolls.
We tuck.
You what?
We roll them and then we tuck them.
Wait, I do cabbage rolls like this. You don't?
Nope.
Oh, and then you
I
kind
do
of
it the right
do
way.
it really. Okay, and so then you put them in here, and you do the what is it called? What would that be
What?
called? The flat down,
Flap down.
because you want it to get tight and
The
swell.
flap is this end of the leaf.
Yes, the tip, I guess.
That end.
You're like dripping on me, and so then you know what? There's no tips really. Look at that.
This has a tip. Look what?
All right.
Look at that. It's pointing.
Oh, yours is okay. Anyways, you want to do that down, and then it will get really tight when you cook them. Okay, and so that's it. That's all it is. And so I will show you what juice and stuff we put in there, and we will flood it with juice because we want it to be good to
Like
go.
that?
Yeah, perfect. See, I feel like I'm such a good teacher that's why. I don't know if it's your skill
It's
or what.
like just like cabbage rolls, except for the tuck.
Now, what do you put in your cabbage rolls? Just wondering.
Whatever my mother-in-law puts in. It's meat and rice, spices.
What spices though?
I
You know?
think there's salt, pepper. Maybe there's paprika.
Paprika.
Maybe,
Okay.
I
What
don't know.
nationality is she?
Hungarian / Polish.
Okay, so, all right, my husband's
Poland.
no Hungarian,
Hungarian.
but we're Arabic and we put garlic pepper or garlic powder, garlic salt,
There's
onion
probably
powder.
some garlic powder and onion powder in there too.
Yes, and onion
If
salt.
I remember correctly.
And then tomato juice. I always put tomato juice, like the lemon juice I did in
Yeah.
that. because it just flavors it better.
And tomato juice, yeah.
Yep. And
It all
then
goes with it.
it's just too. I'm like scaling it over here. What else? And they're good. I think these are easier to roll than cabbage rolls, though.
I think so. Because you get those weird pieces
Yes,
of
they have
cabbage
the
that aren't
big
the right shape.
vines and yeah,
And you gotta do something with them.
I know.
I got 2 leaves.
No.
What do you do with these tiny leaves?
If they're
Just
too
make
tiny,
rolls?
you can, or you can just put them over. Oh wait, no, the other one.
What?
You always want to do vines up. Vine up.
Veins or vines?
Veins. It's a long day.
Did you tell me that the first time? Because I don't think I did. Did I do it right? You
Yeah,
see
so
any
far, so
veins
good.
out?
No. You're
Wow,
good.
that was an accident. I did it right on accident.
Okay, good. I mean, I wouldn't make you re-roll them, but
You just wouldn't invite me to make them again?
no, I would. No, I mean, God bless. If I can get help making food, that is so nice. Yeah, and you want to like shove them in there so they're tight.
That one doesn't look like it's...
Yeah, if you're God, just come over here.
No, that last roll I made doesn't look...
No, that's good. It'll tighten.
It doesn't look that great.
To see, like, if I need a drink, I don't want to have that stuff on me. It's like the spices are getting in my throat.
That or the
Or all this air.
COVID.
I don't think so. Just because I cough doesn't mean I have it. Come on now. And some of them are big. These are actually premium leaves. The other tougher ones are really, really green. And oh, I thought you flew something at me. It was a bug. Anyways, if you have leftover leaves, you can put them in the freezer and then pull them out and let them defrost. But do not, once they're frozen, don't go because they will crunch and you'll be done. You just have to put them on a counter and then let them defrost, and then they'll be pliable like these. You're not real talkative. Are you tired? What did you just drink?
I am
I
tired.
thought you drank like caffeine or something.
No.
Oh, what was
It was
that?
Gatorade. It was Gatorade because it was hot
Oh, is that why you're cool?
and I'm tired.
I'm exhausted. Do you guys have air in your camper cooler? Cabin?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Does it work? I mean, is it good?
It worked so well I had to wear a sweatshirt and sweatpants.
Wow.
And I was still cold.
Okay.
2 blankets on.
What about yours? You guys don't have you don't have air? Oh my goodness! And they have the little guys. I'm never gonna want that. Oh, that's terrible. That's miserable. Miserable. For real. I eat these for
Look, how am I supposed to roll with your arm
That's
in
a
the
big
way?
O. Like you're putting a big O amount in there.
So less of the meat?
I would, because it's going to expand with the rice. You know what I
Is
mean?
it gonna bust them?
It could. Now, this is kind of cool because I've only ever done this with my grandma. A lot of times what I do is I get them all ready.
You don't make the kids cook with you?
They don't. No, they do not. I know I should. They're just always busy. You know, and plus,
Too busy for their mom?
oh my gosh, my whole family is too busy for their mom. Unless they want something. I'm invisible. Unless I forget something, then I'm not. You know how that is.
I had to improvise the rolling on that one.
That's okay.
It was a little weird.
But that's okay. Like, that's the thing. We're not looking for perfection. And it's okay. I'm touching you. Okay. Alright. And this is so good. You will love it. You want a roll? You don't want to try it? You might like it. You could say you made grape leaves.
Memorize it,
Do what?
Memorize it.
You're memorizing it? You're like, I can do. Well, you could try it. I mean, they're all right here. You can say, hey, mom, or whoever. Hey, I
She
did.
knows how to cook.
Yes. I heard you're a good cook. We have Isaac over there. He's a little shy. He's over there in the corner and just watching.
Okay, where do I go with this one?
So then you go the other way, like this way. Like this way.
Like that?
Yep. I'm gonna check the bread. Ooh, we didn't send the alarm.
Roberta.
Shoot. Okay.
And we turn the ovens on.
Where's the? Here's the mom and see. I got the wrong. This thing doesn't count, right?
I wouldn't. I just pull the racks out. Oh, they're so good.
No, I don't know. No, I don't think so for brown. Like I'm worried because I feel like no. I feel like they're gonna be really brown. I'm gonna turn them down.
At least they're not burned.
Well, I mean not yet.
That'd be embarrassing.
Do you have a what time? Like I can't set a timer because my phone is being.
Isaac, do you have a timer?
Okay, like maybe 10 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, please. Thank you. What? Okay. I cannot believe we're up at midnight doing these. Like that's so stupid of us. But we're doing it for you, so that you know how to do these, and that you get some entertainment if you're up late at night or just
You gotta
watching
give
these.
people
What they want.
You ever hear that song?
What? No, it's a song. Can you sing it,
I can't.
please?
I can't.
I heard you sing it tonight.
But I know that you gotta give the people what they want.
I don't know the song. Do you know the song, Isaac? Can you sing it? No. I think you could sing it, Mark. I really do.
I've only heard it a couple times. I don't.
Who sings it?
People.
It's called The People?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know who sings it, but I know the song is you gotta give the people what they want. That's the chorus.
Okay.
Hmm? No, it's a great song.
It's not a bad song.
No.
Okay. You gotta give people what they want. Okay. So that's what we're trying to do here. That's why we're up to midnight. These actually won't take too long, like maybe 25 minutes. You know, 25 minutes to make. Eating for breakfast.
Grape leaves for breakfast.
Oh, you never eat
I
them?
like it.
Oh, I always eat breakfast. Yeah, they're so good. Yum.
Only time I eat them is when you bring them to my house.
Yeah, but you made your kids eat them.
I tried.
Cold. You made them eat them cold.
And you didn't like them when they were cold? I can't remember if
Oh,
they liked them or
there's
not.
no way I would eat these
Disney
cold.
with lamb.
Yes, you can make them with lamb, but
He means you could eat them cold with lamb.
Either way,
Like, what's that one, kibbe?
yes, that's the raw.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Woo!
That's delicious.
Can't do it. We
There's
just
one restaurant there in Toledo.
poke patty. Poke yeah.
I don't even know if it's
Beirut?
Beirut, yeah.
Yeah. My mom used to always order that.
Yes.
Ew.
What are those little bread pockets called?
Pita?
Is that all? Is it just pita?
Yeah.
Those little pitas
Yeah. I did bring pita bread.
with a
And,
slice of onion.
oh, wait, what?
Mmm.
What are you talking?
Yeah.
Bread packets with
I always
onion?
have trouble making pita. Mine don't.
You what?
I always have trouble making pita. I've never got mine to come out cold because they don't bubble like they're supposed to.
You know, I've never tried making it, but it looks easy, but it's not. I don't know. I need to try. Because poke piatti, oh, with butter, yum. Oh, so good.
Senior year of college, let's make a different bread. Make by make, but I made most of these.
Now, I did bring stuff to make Arabic salad.
You're
And
making unleavened bread for our lesson tomorrow? Have you ever
No,
made
but-
the unleavened bread?
I was at Hardy for the symposium, we actually did this really cool thing. Us in the meeting, they have out on this guy's farm, we're gonna teach it. They have a replica cabinet, full size. It splits up into different tribes, and we had Passover, and we had like somewhat authentic Passover meal, and it was actually amazing.
Well, this is back with the church picnic. Like, this is stuff like back in the day.
They ate grape leaves?
Yeah. You know. In the day. Okay, we're gonna pause and get this done and then. I hate touching this stuff. Okay, so it is done. And I don't know why they always seem heavier when I don't want to burn you.
Ooh, Roberta.
I know, they're heavy.
Would you like me to do that and you do
Yeah,
this?
we do that switch. Okay, they look really
I
good.
can
Now,
wash my hands off.
okay, the thing is, these are a little bit darker than I would typically like them to be. So, I want to check it though, the bottom, because they might be bad. I don't know. They are darker, but the trick we're going to do to make them softer is put them in cellophane right away, and then it'll soften them up, and they'll be good. So we'll do those really quickly. But I think it'll be all right. All right, perfect. So we will let him get that out. He'll do it with ease because, like, he's strong. And not as strong. Actually, those don't look as bad or as done as these. So no, I didn't. Let me get them. Make sure. No, I'm gonna check. No, they're fine. They're fine. They're fine. Yeah, they're fine. Okay. All right. So now for the juice part. What do you think? No, you can wait and watch. If you want to see.
Yes.
So you're gonna put more nana. We call it nana or mint. You're gonna just put some more on here.
Mint.
Mint.
Some more mint.
Mint. Okay. So just like sprinkle the top.
Okay.
And then you put salt. I just sprinkle the top. You know, it's a little coarse. Pepper. These are the camper size. You guys have a camper? No.
No.
Have you ever?
No.
Oh. Okay. And I like a lot of lemon juice. So I usually just cook it all in lemon. Truly. You like lemon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you usually cook them in, it turns out real good. So
Okay. All right.
just show me what to do.
Okay, I do. Unless I run out of lemon and then I put water. However, camp water is different. So I might put some water because that might be a lot of lemon. Can you grab that if you don't mind, please? Thank you. And hope we don't like. What if we did a tidal wave? Woo! No, let's not. You can go study, right? He's a doctor. He should go. Mary's like, I swear to goodness, if you say he's a doctor one more time. Okay, so I'll tell you when to stop. You just want to cover them, like, go slow. So you don't, okay, good. Cover them with water or lemon juice, just to right there. Just to like where it's right on top. And then you're going to put like a corral or some type of plate on top because
What?
corral? How do you guys say it? What do you say? Read it.
Isn't that like a random one?
Yeah, right here. What do you say?
Just say a plate.
Well, all right. Anyways,
That's fancy.
what do you say? Corral. This was our wedding pattern. So it's 27 years old. We don't use it, but anyways, it's clean. It's cleaner than a lot of things here. So anyways, we're gonna put it on, and this is so that the leaves don't get all open. Yeah. And then we're gonna put it on the stove.
All that effort we put into rolling them.
Yes. Yeah, we're not good. And
Yeah, that's the one.
we're gonna put them on the stove. Like where's the meat? Okay, we're gonna put it on for 20 minutes.
It's halfway between high and low.
Wait, I know, but that's not Mark. Mark? There's no Mark. Marky Mark. Okay, it's good lane. All right, so we're gonna put them on for 20 minutes and hope for the best. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what I always do is check the top one, and if the rice is done because it was boiling, I can't think. Then you know that the rest is done. So we checked it, and they're very, very hot. You can kind of tell we're tired because it's 1 in the morning. And you did a good job because they all stayed, I can't show you, but they all stayed intact. And they're not real juicy. I mean, they're really, actually they look good. The rice looks really good. Everything's completed. You can try it if you want. It's really hot. I'm not going to my kid, but they're really hot. Like, seriously, don't put it in your mouth. I mean, seriously.
I'm gonna blow it.
Okay, good. Because they're really hot. Anyways, like keep blowing because they're really hot. But they're really good, and you can always salt them, and you can eat them with lemonade, which is the hard yogurt, and that's really good. Did you try it? Is it hot? Is it good? Look at it, it's crouched down. They can't see your face. You like them? Okay, you look at me weird. Crouch down. A little bit. Okay. Did you like them? Would you put salt on them? Or did we put too much salt?
No, I would not put any more salt on it.
Too much salt?
No.
Too lemonade? Okay, good. All right, so that is it. 2 meals, not meals, but you can have breakfast, really. Your banana bread, and then lunch and dinner. So have a good night. Thank you for watching, and we will see you later. Bye.